Hello, beings, existences, and non-existences. Today I am back with episode 3 of my non-human experience. This is a series where I talk about my experience with non-humanity and alter-humanity as a whole. It's called my non-human experience because when I filmed the first episode like a month ago, I wasn't aware that I was more than non-human, so I wasn't aware of my other-hearted identities at that time. So everything that I talk about in this video and in all of these videos is just my experience, and I feel like it is important to note that I have struggled and do currently struggle with my mental health, which does impact my experience with non-humanity and alter-humanity. With all of that being said, let's get into day 1 for this week. Alright, so today is February 23rd, and it is a Sunday evening, or night. I always film these at night because, well, that's how the day goes. It ends at night. And today, honestly, not too much happened in regards to non-humanity or even alter-humanity. But basically, like, I went to see a movie today, and it was really good, by the way. The movie was Captain America: Brave New World, by the way. I'm a huge MCU fan. Anyways, not the point. On the way there, we passed by a lot of farmland, and I was just like looking out at this farmland, and I'm like, I need to be there. I need to be there right now. And it rains a lot here, so there were like puddles and stuff everywhere, and I was just like imagining myself as a border collie, just like jumping and playing in these puddles and like chasing ducks and stuff, because there were ducks in the puddles too. And I was like, oh man, I wish I could do that, but, you know, I'm a wolf that is living in, captivity, for lack of a better term, so I cannot do that. Also, I want to mention that, like, last night, I had a very strange experience that I'm not going to talk about on here because I don't feel like getting called a clinical lycanthrope. After the experience, I was trying to go to sleep, and I kept imagining myself as, like, my kin types, but like kind of flickering. So at first I was a wolf, which is how I normally perceive myself anyways, and then I was like, okay, well now I'm a dragon. Okay, well hello, this is cool. And something about my dragon kin type is I have like kind of more of a beak type of thing going on, and I have like fur and feathers. I'm not a very typical looking dragon, but I could like totally envision myself in that way, and it was so interesting. And then I was like, okay, well now I'm a fawn. Alright, okay, fine. And then I was like, oh, and now I'm a cat. Alright, good to know. So yeah, it was just kind of weird. I was like cycling through them all. And that was happening to me today too while I was in the car, as I could just imagine myself as like literally all of my kin types. That includes sunlight and life as well, which is hard to envision myself as those things because they are concepts, but it happened. And then, since I always make the first day of each of this series very long, let's talk about how I've started using Xenogenders. I started using Xenogenders a couple weeks ago to help express how I experience my gender identity. Because my gender identity is impacted by my non-humanity, specifically, being a wolf. When I think of myself in a gender term, I mainly think of myself as a male wolf. So I use the term like demi-boy to describe my gender, basically. And I think using Xenogenders as well has just really helped kind of like explain things for me. So I've actually started using a couple different labels. I'll put them on screen here. And I've also coined a couple terms for myself. Now, I posted up one of them on Tumblr, and I have the others in a Google Doc, which I'll just put all of the ones that I've made up here. I'm not going to share my Tumblr on here because no one knows about my Tumblr account. Well, people know about it, but the only thing that actually knows like it specifically is a ghoul, and I really hope that it does not. Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you. But yeah, so I've started using Xenogenders, and it's made things a lot easier for me. I just feel more comfortable. I like using labels for myself. I think some beings, don't really feel the need for labels, and I think that's great. Actually, that's good. I'm happy for you. But I need to label and organize literally every aspect of my life. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Monday. I have school tomorrow. Woohoo! Alright, so today is Monday, February 24th, and today really nothing happened, honestly. Like, I know. It's kind of boring, but like, really not too much happened. But I think as of like today or yesterday or maybe even like just a couple of days ago, I've started considering Mr. Wolf from The Bad Guys. Now, for those who don't know, considering is when you are considering a kin type. I think it's usually used specifically for fiction kin types. Now, I've never read The Bad Guys books, but I did watch the movie. So, yeah, I don't know. I watched the movie once, and I've been thinking about it and stuff, mainly because when I put on my outfit to go see Hamilton, I was like, I don't know. I felt like him. And it could also explain why I've felt like an anthropomorphic wolf. So I don't know. I'd also like to mention that I'm still considering Blitz from Hell of a Boss. And then I'm also like questioning the other kin types. I think I question things for so long mainly because I just don't have the time to like, I don't know, think about it. Like, I have the time, but I just don't have the energy because like it's so, I don't know, it takes a lot of thought, and I don't like thinking that much, especially when I have so many other things to think about all the freaking time. Anyway, speaking of thinking, I also might be horse-hearted. So, and then not necessarily related to my non-humanity, but I feel like I just want to talk about it, but I told my partner that I started using Xenogenders, and that I wanted to go by 2 names, so Zephyr and a new name, and the new name that I've chosen is Finch, like the bird, or for people who know, the game What Remains of Edith Finch, if anyone knows that really epic game, and they accepted it. They accepted me for both things. I was very unsure if they were going to accept me for the Xenogenders because we have talked about them in like before, and they're like, yeah, they're kind of weird. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. But like they're not harming anyone, and so they were. And then I was like, yeah, well, so I want to go by Finch as well as Zephyr, and also I'm wolf gender. They were like, you know what? You're silly, but it's okay because I love you. And I'm like, yippee. So yeah, that's all I have for today. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so it is Tuesday, February 25th. And a couple things happened today, actually. Not like too crazy, but the first thing that happened is I was fixing this collar that I'm wearing. When I bought it, which I bought it from the dollar store, by the way, for anyone wondering. When I bought it, I had, it was really itchy. It still is itchy, but I'm kind of just trying to deal with it. I sewed in some, like, not fleece. I think it was from, like, an old sock or something, so it was more cushiony, but that made the collar too tight, so I took that off. And I have it at a place where I like it now, so I might glue some fleece into it, but we'll see. While doing that, I kind of just, like, let myself act like a little creature and, like, growl and stuff on my bed, which was so fun. No one was home, so I could be as loud as I wanted, which was really nice. And then the other thing happened, like, literally just a couple minutes ago. I was, like, drying off after taking a shower, and, like, I was like, okay, now I have wings. And they were very clearly from my dragon kin type, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm loving this feeling. And like, I don't know, it was so nice because I haven't had like a wing shift in a while. I mean, I guess it's only been a couple of days, but yeah, it was like I could feel them, I could sense that they were there, and there was like, you know, phantom sensations too, and that was amazing. I don't know, I like moving my wings around, it's really nice, and I was just like stretching them and, you know, moving them. It was kind of weird because like, they weren't proportional to my dragonkin type, but they also weren't proportional to my body. They were just like really, they were like somewhere in between, so pretty big. So I kind of had to like fold them around the walls of the bathroom. And then also this, I haven't mentioned this, but like a couple days ago I bought a new collar for myself, which I'm super excited about. It's so cute. I'll show a picture of it. And then I also got 2 more bone-shaped dog tags. This one I made in school, but yeah, these ones I bought off of Amazon. I'll probably just make like a community post and like show them like once I get them, because I'm super excited about it. And then someone asked if I could kind of talk about my trans species identity, because it's not really something I talk about a whole lot. But since it's not talked about so much, you know, like I want to shed some light on that. Trans species is an ultra-human term. Now it has been used in the rad queer and trans ID communities. I personally am anti-trans ID and anti-rad queer, as I find that overall they are harmful in a couple different ways. That's just my opinion. But trans species is basically, usually it's used for those who are non-human and they want to transition either physically, medically, socially to reflect that. Not every trans species being wants to transition into themselves. And so it can really just be kind of feeling like, from what I know, feeling like you should have been born as something else. For me, it's a little complicated because I am a wolf, but I just don't look like a wolf. So in my case, there are a couple things I want to do to my physical body, but nothing like too crazy. But mainly, I would just like to be referred to as a wolf. So that's just how it is for me. So yeah, other than that, nothing else to talk about today. So I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going on a date with my partner, and we might go bone hunting on the train tracks, so I'll let you know. Alright, so it is now Thursday, February 27th. No, I didn't film yesterday, because I was super tired after I got home, because like I went out with my partner and we had such a good time, but I was super tired. I don't want to go into too much detail because it was very personal, but yesterday me and my partner, we hung out by in this like foresty area, and basically we just played around in the forest, and oh my god, it was so fun. I was like, sorry, my dog was barking. I was like, oh my god, I feel like an animal. I think I shifted, actually. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but yeah, I think it's safe to say that I did shift. Then we actually did end up going bone hunting. I still need to clean the bones though, but we found some bones of a rodent. I'm gonna say it was either a very, very small possum, which would be very sad, or it was some type of like mouse or rat, something smaller. So I'm not really sure. I'm not an expert on bones yet, but it was so fun. I love looking for bones because it makes me feel like a little scavenger. But yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail about like what happened and stuff, just because I don't know. I do, even though it was an experience relating to my non-humanity and stuff for me, it is a very personal experience, and I don't really want to share too much of that. So just being vague here, but it was super, super fun, super freeing. We had a good time together. And then really nothing happened today except my collar came. This is what it looks like the pattern and stuff. And I have one of my tag on it right now. But yeah, that's really all that happened today. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it was a rough day for me today, but that's okay. So yeah, that's all I have for today. But I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I think I'm going roller skating. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so it is now Friday, February 28th. And I'm gonna be honest, really not a whole lot happened today. I went roller skating, which is really fun. And that's not really related to my alter humanity. Kinda is, but like, super vague. I felt like a dog today though. Like, straight up was like, yeah, I'm a dog. What about it? And I think something that I haven't really thought about too much before is like, I'm a wolf living in a domestic, setting, kind of like captivity almost, I guess. But, so it makes sense for me to feel domesticated in a way. So it's like, yeah, I'm a wolf, but like I'm like a house wolf, or a dog. But I'm also just a dog Therian, so that's like, obviously where that comes from too. The only other exciting thing that happened today is I had a very intense wing phantom shift while I was in the car with my mom. For me, this time, my wings went through the, car and, through my seat and stuff, so, they were phasing through objects, which happens to me sometimes, but it's more so that, usually, my phantom limbs, obey the laws of physics. This time they didn't. But yeah, it was a very intense shift, and I was just, moving my shoulder blades around. But yeah, that's all that happened today. I'll check it back in for tomorrow, which is the last day I filmed this series for the week. Alright, so today is Saturday, March 1st. I'm filming a little bit earlier, which is why it's, light out. But yeah, so far, really nothing happened today. I went swimming, which was really fun and really euphoric for me. A lot of my kin types like the water, and so, I don't know, I just really like swimming. It's really fun. And I actually confirmed that I am the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, I don't know, I felt like it so much during, when I was swimming, and it was so cool. And then I also kind of just felt like a dog, just, because of the way I swim. So yeah, not a whole lot happened. So, yeah. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching the third episode of my non-human experience. I'm sorry this one was kind of boring. Really not a lot happened for me this week, so it was just kind of, pretty mundane, but that's okay. I don't know when the next episode will be out, but we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.